There lives a 13-year-old girl named Ashabi. Ashabi is the only child of her parents, hence the reason why her father pampered her. Each time the mother wants to chastise Ashabi for not being well behaved, the father will go against it, saying, "She's just a little girl. When the time comes, she would change." Ashabi is known for her insolent behavior. She talks to people anyhow, both old and young. Everybody in the environment know who Ashabi is. Most parents in the vicinity warn their children not to associate themselves with Ashabi. Yet, the father would always welcome Ashabi in his open arms whenever they report Ashabi to him. Ashabi continued with this lifestyle of hers till the end of her secondary school. She gained admission into the university at age 18. Now she has free hands. No one can monitor her. No one can question any steps she takes. Right from her 100 level days, Ashabi joined a bad group of friends. She started drinking, smoking, partying, indulging in all sorts of terrible acts. On a fateful day, Ashabi's mother received a terrifying call that Ashabi was rushed to the hospital. On hearing this, Ashabi's mother started panting. She took the available bus down to the given hospital address. She saw Ashabi having a bandage on her head lying down. She saw two of her friends. She asked them what happened. They told her Ashabi engaged in a fight with someone and the person injured her. The mother started screaming and crying, looking up to God to heal Ashabi. A week later, Ashabi was well and fine. She was discharged without the complications. Ashabi's mother took her daughter home to watch over her for a few days. While she was home, the father was yelling, saying all sorts to the mother and the daughter. Each time the mother tries to make reference to how the father pampered Ashabi, he was not always ready for that conversation.
No.
Few days later, Ashabi was about to go back to school. She promised her mother never to indulge in such acts again. She waved at her mother and she left. As soon as Ashabi got to school, she forgot the promises she made to her mother. She continued with her lifestyle and with the same set of friends the Yoruba call abatenije. One day, Ashabi came across a lecturer who marked the test she failed woefully. She walked up to Mr. Joe and confronted him, asking him what right does he have to fail a script. The man, looking shocked, said, "You got the mark you deserve." On hearing this, Ashabi forgot her 5 fingers on the man's cheek, saying, "How dare you tell me I got what I deserve?" The man went straight to the Vice Chancellor's office to report Ashabi. The Vice Chancellor checked her biodata on the system, seeing her name, Ashabi Olowokere, a 300 level political science student. She was sent for immediately and was asked what happened. Ashabi narrated a side of the story, saying it as it is, without feeling remorseful for her actions, admitting to the fact that she truly slapped Mr. Joe. On hearing this, the Vice Chancellor was furious and Ashabi was rusticated from the school. Ashabi was not moved. She eased and went back to her friends. She told her friends what happened. They were all shocked. They blamed Ashabi for slapping the lecturer and for not being apologetic when the Vice Chancellor was talking to her. Reality started setting in for Ashabi. She started regretting her actions after her friend was against what she did. She had no other choice than to pack her luggages and leave the school premises. On getting home, Ashabi saw her mother crying outside because the leader of a cooperative association just came to embarrass her over the debt she was owing. On seeing her daughter, she wiped her tears quickly because she doesn't want Ashabi to know what the problem was. She stood up to go embrace her daughter. She noticed the load in her hand. She was worried. In her voice, "My daughter, why are you with so much luggages?" Ashabi bursted into tears, saying, "Mommy, I have been rusticated." The father, who was at the backyard, heard what Ashabi said. He was angered. He went to Ashabi, dragged her away from the mother. He started beating both the mother and the daughter. After doing this to his satisfaction, he went inside, picked one of his books, and left. The mother started weeping, telling Ashabi, "Despite everything I told you, despite your promise to turn a new leaf." Ashabi also wept bitterly. After some minutes, the mother drew Ashabi close to herself, saying, "You are still my daughter, and I will do anything to make sure you become successful." She wiped her tears. They both entered the house and continued with their lives. The next morning, Ashabi woke up early to do some house chores. She did the laundry, washed the dishes, and cleaned the whole house. The mother was watching with a smile on her face, seeing her daughter changed to a better person. One evening, Ashabi and her mother was having a mother and daughter conversation when a lady who came down from her Mercedes Benz walked up to them. You could smell wealth all over this lady because she was well dressed and she smells so nice. Ashabi's mother looked up. She was surprised at who she saw. She jumped up to hug her, saying, "Lolade, is this you?" Lolade is her old friend in uni days. Lolade was surprised to see her in that condition. She tried to ask Dupe what the problem was. She tried to explain but couldn't because she couldn't control the tears gushing out of her eyes. Lolade told her not to worry. She entered into her Benz and brought out a checkbook. She wrote something on it and gave it to Dupe. On seeing the check, Dupe screamed. She saw 3 million naira written on the check. She hugged Lolade and also hugged her daughter. Lolade told Dupe to use the 3 million naira to buy things needed and necessary in the house, and she should think of a business she could do and get back to her on the capital needed to fund the business. Dupe assured Lolade to get back to her as soon as possible. Ashabi was still in her good girl era. She was washing the dishes outside. She noticed something coming out of her nose. She tried to clean it with her hand. Then she saw that it was blood. Before she could raise her voice to call her mother, she fainted. Dupe, hearing a strange sound, ran outside and saw her daughter lying lifeless. She rushed to carry her straight to the hospital. On getting there, the doctor examined her and Ashabi was diagnosed with kidney failure due to the harmful substance she used to take. The doctor told the mother the news. She got heartbroken. She was shattered. The doctor told Ashabi's mother that Ashabi would need a kidney transplant immediately. Without any delay, the mother said she was ready to donate her kidney for her daughter. The doctor immediately placed her on bed rest. did the necessary test on her, and she saw that she was okay for the transplant. The kidney transplant began, and it was successful. Ashabi was able to wake up hale and hearty. She saw a nurse standing beside her looking sad. She asked the nurse what the problem was. The nurse was feeling reluctant to talk. Then the doctor walked in and saw Ashabi. Ashabi greeted the doctor and she asked about her mother. The doctor and the nurse looked at themselves. Ashabi, getting more worried, asked about her mother again. Then the doctor told Ashabi to be strong for herself, that her mother is dead. Ashabi broke down. Her heart wanted to fly from her mouth. She wished the earth could crumble right in front of her. She flashed back to when her mother used to chastise her, to when she was admitted in the hospital after having a fight with someone in the school. She flashed back to when she was rusticated. She flashed back to the day Lolade came to visit them and gave them a check. Ashabi mourned uncontrollably. Just when we thought fate was about to smile at Ashabi and her mother, she lost her mother into the cold hands of death due to the lifestyle she chooses to live, something that could be avoided. Despite being a thorn in the mother's flesh, the motherly love won't allow a mother forsake a child. The story of Ashabi and her mother reminded everyone that a mother's love is the greatest force on earth, capable of overcoming even the most daunting challenges, no matter the situation, no matter how terrible a child can be. Even if others leave, a mother will never forsake a child. God bless every good mothers. Amen. Ashabi was discharged from the hospital. She was given a phone number to call. The number was given to the doctor by Ashabi's mother. It was Lolade's number. The mother had called Lolade when she was told about Ashabi's health. Lolade foots the whole bills. Ashabi called Lolade and Lolade sent her house address to Ashabi. She went to see Lolade. Lolade greeted her for the death of her mother and promised to take care of Ashabi. Ashabi went back to school, lived a meaningful life, because truly Lolade fulfilled every of her promises. Even though fate smiled at Ashabi, Dupe's lacuna was empty in her life. God bless every good mother. Ashabi